Do you ever feel like happiness is slipping away? Even when you thought you'd finally have the time to enjoy it? It's a painful reality for many people as they get older. You might have more free time, fewer responsibilities, but somehow, a sense of joy feels harder to grasp. It's not talked about enough. But there are certain pitfalls, almost like hidden traps, that many people fall into during their later years. And these can really chip away at their happiness without them even realizing it. These aren't obvious things, like major life events, but subtle shifts in habits and mindset that can have a shocking impact on how you feel day to day. It's like a slow leak in a tire. You don't notice it at first, but eventually, it leaves you stranded. In this video, we're going to uncover 5 of these surprising mistakes that can silently undermine your happiness and, more importantly, talk about how to avoid them. If you're ready to protect your joy and live your best life, you'll want to watch to the very end, because there's something important we'll touch on that might just surprise you. Let's dive straight in. The first big mistake, and it's one I see far too often, is something that creeps in gradually for many people: withdrawing from social connections. Life changes so much as we get older, doesn't it? Friends might move away, sadly pass on, or find it harder to get out and about. Family lives get busy with their own routines, work, and young children. Suddenly, those regular coffee mornings, pub lunches, or evening chats just don't happen as often. It's easy to find yourself spending more and more time alone. And while a bit of peace and quiet is lovely, prolonged isolation can be absolutely devastating for happiness. Think about it. For years, your social life might have revolved around work colleagues, parent groups, neighborhood gatherings, or hobbies that required meeting up. Then, retirement hits, or mobility becomes a bit trickier, and those automatic points of connection disappear. It's not that people deliberately cut themselves off. It often happens slowly, almost unnoticed. You might think, "Oh, I'm fine on my own." Or, "People are busy. I don't want to be a bother." And initially, being alone might feel like a relief, a chance to finally do what you want to do without compromise. But weeks turn into months, and those casual interactions, the spontaneous chats, the feeling of being part of a group, start to dwindle. The painful reality is that humans are wired for connection. We thrive on interaction, on feeling understood, on having people to share our joys and sorrows with. When that connection is lost, loneliness sets in. And loneliness isn't just a sad feeling. It has serious consequences for both mental and physical health. Studies have shown that chronic loneliness can be as harmful to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It increases the risk of depression, anxiety, cognitive decline, heart disease, and even premature death. That's a shocking impact from something that starts so subtly. It's not just about having people around. It's about feeling connected, feeling valued, feeling like you belong. So, how do we avoid this mistake? It requires conscious effort, especially when it feels difficult. The first step is simply recognizing the risk. Don't wait until you feel isolated to start doing something about it. Be proactive. Think about the kinds of connections that nourish you. Is it deep conversation with a few close friends, or do you prefer casual chats in a group setting? Once you know what you're looking for, start seeking it out. This might mean reaching out to old friends you've lost touch with. A simple phone call or a card can reopen doors you thought were closed. Don't wait for them to call you. Be brave and make the first move. You'd be surprised how many people are feeling the same way and would be delighted to hear from you. Consider joining local groups or clubs. This can feel daunting. I know. Walking into a room full of strangers takes courage. But there are groups for almost everything these days: book clubs, gardening clubs, walking groups, craft circles, history societies, volunteering groups. Find something that genuinely interests you, and the connection will often follow naturally from a shared passion. Community centers, local libraries, and online platforms can be great resources for finding these groups. Don't feel you have to commit to everything at once. Try one or two things and see how they feel. If one group isn't a good fit, that's okay. Try another. The goal isn't to be popular. It's to find a few people you enjoy spending time with. Technology can also be a lifeline. Learning to use video calls like Zoom or Skype can keep you connected with family and friends who live far away. Social media platforms, used mindfully, can help you keep up with people's lives and feel less out of the loop. There are even online communities dedicated to specific hobbies or interests where you can connect with people from all over the world from the comfort of your home. Don't let a fear of technology stop you. Ask a grandchild, a friend, or check if local libraries or community centers offer basic computer classes. Another way to build connection is through volunteering. Giving your time to help others is incredibly rewarding and automatically puts you in touch with like-minded people. Whether it's helping out at a local charity shop, visiting lonely people, or assisting at a community event, volunteering provides structure, purpose, and valuable social interaction. It shifts the focus outwards, which can be a wonderful antidote to feelings of isolation. It's also important to nurture the relationships you already have. Make an effort to schedule regular catch-ups with friends and family. Even a short weekly phone call can make a big difference. Share your day, listen to theirs, be present in the conversation. Don't let months go by without contact. Consistency is key to maintaining strong bonds. Think about different levels of connection too. You might have close friends for deep conversations, but also enjoy lighter interactions at a local shop, with neighbors, or at a community event. All these layers contribute to a feeling of belonging and combat loneliness. Don't underestimate the value of a friendly chat with the postman, the baker, or someone you meet while walking your dog. These small connections add up and create a feeling of being part of the fabric of life. Avoiding this first mistake, withdrawing socially, requires actively deciding that connection is a priority for your happiness and then taking consistent, sometimes brave, steps to make it happen. It's not about being an extrovert, it's about ensuring you have meaningful human contact in your life. Now, tied into that first point, and often stemming from a similar mindset, is the second shocking mistake that can really put a dampener on your happiness in later life. It's the belief that it's too late to learn something new, to pursue a new hobby, or to change direction in some meaningful way. It's a quiet resignation, a feeling that your learning days are behind you, and now is the time for winding down, for sticking to what you know. This mistake comes from a place of comfort, perhaps, or a lack of confidence. You might think, what's the point? I'm too old to start learning the piano. Or, my brain isn't as sharp as it used to be. I'd never manage to learn a new language or how to paint. This mindset is incredibly limiting and can lead to a painful reality, a feeling of stagnation, boredom, and a lack of purpose. If you stop challenging yourself, if you stop exploring new possibilities, life can start to feel a bit gray, a bit predictable, and frankly, a bit dull. You might feel like you're just waiting for time to pass rather than actively living. The secret here, the amazing truth, is that the human brain remains remarkably plastic and capable of learning throughout life. Neuroscientists have shown that engaging in new, challenging activities actually creates new neural pathways in the brain. It keeps your mind sharp, improves memory, and boosts cognitive function. Far from being too old, your brain needs this kind of stimulation to stay healthy and vibrant. Learning isn't just about acquiring knowledge. It's about keeping your mind active, curious, and engaged with the world. Avoiding this mistake means actively deciding to stay curious and embrace new challenges. It's about pushing back against that voice that says, "You can't." Start small if you need to. Have you always wanted to learn something specific? Maybe a language, a musical instrument, photography, or how to write. There are countless resources available now, from local adult education classes to online courses, tutorials, and apps. Many are designed specifically for beginners. Don't worry about being perfect or becoming an expert. The joy is in the process of learning and the sense of accomplishment that comes with mastering something new. However small, think about skills you might need or want for everyday life. Could learning how to use a smartphone or tablet better connect you with family or help you access online services? Could learning a new recipe spice up your meals? Could learning basic DIY skills save you money and give you a sense of independence? Learning isn't always about grand academic pursuits. It's about acquiring knowledge and skills that enhance your life and keep you engaged. Hobbies that involve learning and skill development are particularly good for keeping the mind active. Playing chess or bridge, doing crosswords or Sudoku, learning a new craft like quilting or pottery. These activities are not only enjoyable, but also provide mental stimulation and often opportunities for social interaction as well. Find something that genuinely interests you, not something you feel you should do. It's also about staying open to new experiences and information. Read books on subjects you know nothing about. Listen to podcasts or watch documentaries. Visit museums or art galleries. Attend lectures or talks. Engage in conversations with people who have different perspectives. All of these things feed your curiosity and keep your mind active and expanding. Perhaps the biggest barrier is the fear of failure or feeling foolish. When you're older, there can be a feeling that you should already know everything you need to know. But learning is a lifelong journey. Embrace being a beginner again. There's humility and even joy in starting something new and gradually improving. Nobody expects you to be a virtuoso pianist after a few lessons. But you might discover the simple pleasure of playing a few familiar tunes. So, mistake number 2 is letting the belief that it's too late prevent you from learning and growing. Actively seek out new things to learn, new skills to acquire, and new experiences to have. It will keep your mind sharp, your days interesting, and provide a powerful boost to your overall happiness and sense of vitality. Now, let's move on to a mistake that has a very direct and often painful impact on daily life, and that's neglecting your physical health and becoming too sedentary. I know. It's easier said than done sometimes. As we get older, aches and pains might pop up, energy levels might fluctuate, and the idea of exercising can feel like a chore, or even impossible. It's easy to fall into a pattern of doing less and less, spending more time sitting, and perhaps not paying as much attention to what we eat. The painful reality here is stark neglecting physical health leads to loss of mobility, increased pain, higher risk of chronic diseases, loss of independence, and a significantly reduced quality of life. It's a vicious cycle. The less you move, the weaker you become. The more difficult movement is, which makes you want to move even less. This physical decline directly impacts your happiness. If you can't do the things you enjoy, gardening, playing with grandchildren, meeting friends for a walk, traveling, then your world shrinks, and frustration and sadness can set in. The secret, or perhaps the uncomfortable truth, is that regular movement and paying attention to your body are absolutely fundamental to maintaining independence, energy, and overall well-being as you age. It's not about becoming a marathon runner. It's about keeping your body as functional and pain-free as possible so you can continue to do the things that bring you joy. Avoiding this mistake requires shifting your mindset from viewing exercise as a punishment or something only for the young, to seeing movement as essential self-care. Like brushing your teeth or eating, it's an investment in your future happiness and independence. Where do you start? The key is to find activities you enjoy and can realistically incorporate into your routine. Forget strenuous gym sessions if that's not your thing. Think about gentle, consistent movement. Walking is one of the best things you can do. Start with short walks, maybe just 10 or 15 minutes a day, and gradually increase the distance or time as you feel able. Walking gets your blood flowing, strengthens muscles and bones, and is a great way to clear your head and get some fresh air. Consider low-impact activities like swimming or water aerobics, which are fantastic for joint health and provide a full-body workout without putting stress on your body. Yoga or Tai Chi can improve flexibility, balance, and strength, and are also wonderful for reducing stress and promoting relaxation. There are many modified versions of these practices available, including chair yoga, which are suitable for people with limited mobility. Even simple exercises done at home can make a huge difference. Look for gentle stretching routines, balance exercises holding on to a sturdy chair for support, and strength exercises using light weights or resistance bands. There are countless free videos online, specifically designed for older adults. Start slowly. Listen to your body, and don't push through sharp pain. Consistency is more important than intensity. Aim for some form of physical activity most days of the week. Beyond movement, paying attention to nutrition and hydration is crucial. Eating a balanced diet with plenty of fruits, vegetables, lean protein, and whole grains provides your body with the fuel it needs to function well and has a direct impact on your energy levels and mood. Staying well hydrated is also essential for everything from digestion to cognitive function. Regular checkups with your doctor are also part of this mistake. Don't put off appointments or ignore symptoms. Catching potential health issues early can prevent them from becoming major problems down the line. Be proactive about managing any chronic conditions you have. It's easy to make excuses. I'm too tired. My knees hurt. The weather's bad. And yes, sometimes those are legitimate reasons. But often, it's about finding ways around those obstacles. Can you do chair exercises indoors when it's raining? Can you find a walking group to motivate you? Can you talk to your doctor about managing pain so movement becomes easier? This mistake of neglecting physical health isn't just about physical decline. It's about allowing your body to limit your life and steal your opportunities for happiness. Making even small, consistent efforts to move your body and nourish it properly can dramatically improve your energy levels, reduce pain, maintain your independence, and keep you able to do the things that make life enjoyable. Moving on from the physical, let's talk about something that weighs heavily on many people, often without them fully realizing the burden they are carrying. This is the fourth shocking mistake that can destroy happiness: holding on to grudges, resentments, and past regrets. Life isn't perfect, and everyone experiences hurts, disappointments, and makes mistakes along the way. It's a natural part of the human journey. But for some, those past pains become anchors, holding them back, preventing them from fully embracing the present and finding joy. Think about it. Holding on to a grudge against someone who wronged you, perhaps years or even decades ago, doesn't punish them. They might not even remember the incident, or it doesn't affect their daily life. Who does it hurt? It hurts you. It keeps you tethered to that negative event, replaying it in your mind, feeling the anger, the bitterness, the injustice all over again. This constant internal replay of negativity saps your energy, clouds your perspective, and makes it incredibly difficult to feel happy or peaceful. It's like carrying a heavy suitcase full of rocks everywhere you go. It weighs you down and stops you from moving freely. Similarly, dwelling on past regrets, things you wish you had done differently, opportunities missed, words left unsaid, can lead to deep sadness and a sense of living in the past rather than the present. We all have regrets, but continuously replaying them, beating yourself up over past decisions, prevents you from appreciating what you have now and making the most of the time you have left. The painful reality is that living with unresolved anger and regret prevents you from experiencing genuine peace and contentment. It poisons your perspective, affects your relationships, and can even manifest physically as stress, anxiety, and tension. It blocks the flow of positive emotions and keeps you trapped in a cycle of negativity. The secret here is the power of forgiveness and acceptance. And crucially, this includes forgiving yourself. Forgiveness is not about condoning past behavior or forgetting what happened. It's about releasing yourself from the emotional hold that the past has on you. It's a gift you give yourself. How do you work towards this? It's a process, and it's not always easy. Forgiving others often starts with understanding that everyone is flawed and makes mistakes. It doesn't mean you have to invite the person back into your life, but it means letting go of the anger associated with them. This might involve talking to someone you trust, writing down your feelings, or even simply making a conscious decision to stop replaying the hurtful event in your mind. Sometimes, you can forgive someone silently, in your heart, without any contact with them at all. Forgiving yourself is just as important, if not more so. We are often our own harshest critics. Acknowledge the mistake or regret, learn from it, and then consciously decide to let it go. Remind yourself that you did the best you could with the knowledge and circumstances you had at the time. Practice self-compassion. Talk to yourself like you would a dear friend who made a mistake, with kindness and understanding, not harsh judgment. Focusing on gratitude can also help shift your perspective away from past hurts and regrets. Make a conscious effort to notice and appreciate the good things in your life, however small. Keeping a gratitude journal or simply taking a few moments each day to think about what you're thankful for can retrain your brain to focus on the positive. Reframing past events can also be helpful. Can you see the challenge you faced as an opportunity for growth? Can you find any silver lining, however small, in a difficult situation? This isn't about pretending bad things didn't happen, but about finding a way to integrate them into your life story in a way that doesn't leave you feeling perpetually wounded. Living in the present moment is key. Mindfulness practices, like focusing on your breath or really paying attention to what you are doing, whether it's eating a meal, walking in the park, or talking to someone, can help pull you out of dwelling on the past and into the now. The present moment is where life is actually happening, and it's the only place where you have the power to experience joy. Letting go of grudges and regrets is like finally putting down that heavy suitcase. It frees up your energy, lightens your spirit, and allows you to move forward with a sense of peace and possibility. It is a vital step towards reclaiming your happiness. Finally, we come to the fifth shocking mistake, and it's one that can leave a deep void if not addressed. This is the mistake of losing or failing to maintain a sense of purpose or contribution in life. For many years, your purpose might have been tied to your job, raising a family, caring for others, or achieving specific goals. When these roles change or end, especially after retirement or children leaving home, it's easy to feel a bit lost, like you're no longer needed, or that your life lacks meaning beyond the day-to-day routine. The painful reality is that feeling aimless, useless, or like you have nothing significant to contribute is incredibly damaging to your sense of self-worth and overall happiness. It can lead to boredom, apathy, lack of motivation, and even depression. Without a reason to get up in the morning that's bigger than just making a cup of tea, life can feel empty. Everyone, regardless of age, needs to feel that their life has meaning and that they are making a difference, however small. The secret to avoiding this mistake is understanding that purpose isn't exclusive to work or raising a family. Purpose is about having something that motivates you, something you care about, something that uses your skills and experience, and ideally, something that benefits others or the world around you. And you can find or create purpose at any age. How do you cultivate a sense of purpose? It starts with reflecting on your values, your interests, your skills, and what brings you a sense of fulfillment. What do you care deeply about? What problems in the world or your community bother you? What activities make you feel energized and engaged? What skills and wisdom have you gained over the years that you could share? Volunteering is a fantastic way to find purpose and contribute. We touched on it earlier in the context of social connection, but its role in providing purpose is equally significant. There are so many areas where help is needed: local charities, schools, hospitals, environmental groups, community projects, animal shelters. Find a cause you believe in and offer your time and skills. The feeling of making a tangible difference in someone else's life or in your community is profoundly rewarding and instills a strong sense of purpose. Mentoring younger people is another powerful way to contribute and share your wealth of experience and wisdom. This could be formal mentoring through an organization or informal mentoring with family members or young people in your neighborhood. Sharing your knowledge, guiding others, and seeing them benefit from your insights can give you a renewed sense of value and contribution. Pursuing a passion project can also provide purpose. Is there something you've always wanted to do or create, but never had the time? Now might be the perfect opportunity. Whether it's writing a memoir, researching your family history, building something, creating art, or mastering a craft. Dedicating time and energy to a project you care about gives structure to your days and a strong sense of accomplishment. Helping family and neighbors in ways that are manageable for you also provides purpose. This could be helping with childcare, running errands for someone less mobile, sharing baked goods, or simply being a good listener. These small acts of kindness and support strengthen bonds and contribute positively to the lives of those around you. It's also about setting small goals and working towards them. These don't have to be grand ambitions. It could be mastering a new cooking technique, successfully growing a challenging plant in your garden, reading a certain number of books, or completing a complex jigsaw puzzle. Achieving goals, however modest, provides a sense of accomplishment and forward momentum, which are vital for maintaining motivation and happiness. Finding purpose in later life is about actively seeking out ways to use your unique gifts, interests, and experience to engage with the world and contribute to something beyond yourself. It shifts your focus from what you've lost like a job to what you can still give and create. It's a powerful antidote to feelings of irrelevance and is absolutely essential for long-term happiness. So, we've talked about 5 subtle but shocking mistakes that can really diminish happiness in your later years: withdrawing socially, believing it's too late to learn, neglecting physical health, holding on to grudges and regrets, and losing a sense of purpose. These aren't insurmountable challenges. Remember, making small, consistent changes can make a huge difference. It might feel difficult at first to reach out, to try something new, to get moving, to let go of old hurts, or to find a new focus. But each step you take, however small, builds momentum. Imagine the difference proactively seeking connection makes, compared to waiting alone. Think about the energy and mental sharpness you gain from staying physically active, compared to letting your body decline. Consider the lightness you feel when you let go of old resentments. Instead of carrying that heavy burden, envision the vibrancy that comes from learning something new and the fulfillment you find in contributing to others. Compared to feeling stuck and aimless, these 5 areas are like pillars supporting your happiness. If any of them are weak, the whole structure can feel shaky. But by consciously addressing them, by making different choices, you can build a stronger, more joyful life for yourself. It's never too late to make changes that improve your well-being. Your later years can be a time of incredible growth, fulfillment, and happiness. It's about being active, engaged, and open to life. We've covered a lot, and I hope this has given you some food for thought. What resonated most with you? Are any of these mistakes ones you recognize in yourself or someone you know? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Sharing your journey can help others who might be facing similar challenges. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. It really supports the channel. And if you want more practical advice and encouragement for living your best life as you get older, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Thank you for watching. Remember, your happiness is within your power. Keep connecting. Keep learning. Keep moving. Keep letting go. And keep contributing. Live your best life at every age.